Hello, Facebook friends. This video is called the Loopty Loop. Number one, I finally got my paperwork for my Medicaid filed. Okay. Now, what was the Loopty Loop? Here's the Loopty Loop. The folks had me driving to San Antonio to file the paperwork, right? Then the person that was supposed to complete the paperwork, she didn't. This was last Thursday. She didn't put the paperwork in because she's talking about she needed the doctor's Medicaid number, right? Okay. But she could have put the paperwork in without the Medicaid number because Medicaid would have looked it up. So my paperwork was sitting on her desk while she goes to some conference in Austin, right? Okay. So I had to go to the emergency room last night because I was having problems with my left breast. Okay. So it was bleeding. I'll just go on and say it was bleeding. And I was like, oh my goodness, And we called the woman that was supposed to file the paperwork at like 1 o'clock in the morning. She's, unconcerned. She didn't even call me this morning to find out how I was doing, to say word boo about my paperwork, right? That's sitting on her desk. All right. So, it pays to think of other people. And I always try to think of other people. So this is how I got to the right place. Nobody sent me to the right place. I had to figure it out because I was thinking of other people. When I went on the Loopty Loop to San Antonio, she said, oh, I have a list of other places that people can go. I said, oh, let me make a copy of that list so I can pass it off to my doctor and she can pass it on to other women coming behind me. So while I was trying to call the woman's supervisor today and find somebody to get this paperwork filed, I remembered the list that she gave me. So I looked at the list and found I was supposed to go to Gonzales. The woman was waiting for me. She was like, I was waiting for you to get here. She couldn't figure out why nobody told me to go to her. That I was supposed to go to her from the get-go. This paperwork could have gotten filed last week. Okay, this cancer that I have is aggressive and invasive. It's not no joke. I've been researching it. It's not anything to play with at all. Okay, so that's part of the Loopty Loop. Now, trying to get to the oncologist. Everybody wants to get paid. So they trying to figure out when the Medicaid card's coming in. Blah blah blah. Make a long story short, on the Loopty Loop, I need to call them back because I think he's going to go on and see me since he knows that I have applied for Medicaid, breast cancer Medicaid. So that has been the Loopty Loop. I can't get into the river. I'm miserable. I'm in pain. I can't get in the river because I don't want to get an infection. I just really have no words, okay? And I'm going to do a whole separate video on the so-called resource list. Y'all going to really trip on that report, but I'm so tired. I didn't get into bed till like 4 o'clock in the morning, right? I roll out of bed at 7:30 on my medical grind. I just got in maybe 30 minutes ago. But so the good news is on the Loopty Loop, the paperwork got filed. Oh my goodness. So she said it's 100% positive that I'm going to get my Medicaid, and so I can go on and get treatment, which I'm probably facing a double mastectomy. That's another story. That's another story. Anyway, I love y'all. Peace. I know I'm looking crazy. I know. But y'all just excuse me. Peace.